Good afternoon, evening, morning, good night, whatever it is, everybody. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are bringing you the next game in our 1979 NL East race between the Pirates and the Expos. This is the first game of a makeup doubleheader between the Expos and the Mets at Shea Stadium. Let us go ahead and go through the lineups here for the first game of Wednesday, September 19th, 1979. So far in the project, the Expos are 88 and 58. The Pirates are 89 and 59. So the Expos have decimal points of a lead over the Pirates. So let's go ahead and announce our starting lineups, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. For your hometown Mets, we have at first base Lee Mazzilli, second baseman Doug Flynn. Third base is shortstop is Frank Tavares. Alex Trevino is on the hot corner in this game. Left field, Joel Youngblood. Elliot Maddox is in straightaway center. Out in right field is Dan Norman. We have... Did I say Doug Flynn second base? I don't remember. But it's Mazzilli, Flynn, Tavares, and Trevino going across the infield. Your catcher for this game is John Stearns, and he will be catching the pitches being hurled homeward way by starting pitcher Craig Swan. And now we have the Montreal Expos due up first. Leadoff left fielder Warren Cromartie. Second baseman Dave Cash. Andre Dawson, center fielder, will be batting third. Cleanup Tony Perez, first baseman. Gary Carter will be batting fifth. He's the catcher. Batting sixth, right fielder Ellis Valentine. Batting seventh, third baseman Larry Parrish. Batting eighth, a shortstop Rodney Scott. And batting ninth, starting pitcher for the Expos this evening is Ross Grimley. So without any further ado, let's play us some baseballs. There we go. Cromartie is leading off. Swan is set. Here comes the first pitch, and that's going to be a 4-2. Hard ground ball hit to second, which is going to be Doug Flynn at a 1 with an 8. He scoops it up, gets it over to Mazzilli, out number 1. Sorry about that. Dave Cash now at the plate. Swan with a pitch. 3-8, and that'll be a hard ground ball hit to short. Tavares scoops that up, gets it over to Mazzilli, out number 2. Wow, frog in the throat. Andre Dawson. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. 3-2. Hard liner to left. Nope, all over it. Alex Trevino got his glove on it, and that's going to end the top of the first. Scoreless, we go to the bottom of the inning. Expos unable to get anything across the plate in the first inning, so the Mets come to the plate. Ross Grimley is set. Goodness gracious. He is going to face Frank Tavares, Elliot Maddox, and Lee Mazzilli in order in this inning. Tavares is set. Grimsley with a pitch. 1-11, hard liner to left, and that one is grabbed by Larry Parrish over there at third base, out number 1. Elliot Maddox to the plate. Grimsley 2-5. Fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson scoots underneath that one, makes the catch. That's 2 away. Goodness. Lee Mazzilli. 1-6 hard ground ball hit to short. Fielded cleanly there by Rodney Scott. Gets it over to Tony Perez. Out number 3. And 1-2-3 goes to first inning. So that's going to bring us to the top of the second. Expos at the plate. Craig Swan is set to deliver. He'll face Perez, Carter, and Valentine. Here's the pitch. 6-10, and that is a single for Perez. That's a cocked die. And it rolls a 1. That's a double. It was a cocked die. You know I want the Pirates to win this project, so I definitely am not going to give it to them. And a 5% chance that a 1 comes up. It was a cocked die. Had to do it. Gary Carter at the plate. Swan is set. Here's the pitch. 4-9, and that is a double, and that will score Perez. RBI double for the catcher, Gary Carter. He's on second, nobody out. Ellis Valentine at the plate. Swan with the pitch. 4-5 hard ground ball hit to second base. It is a Chubler. Charging in on it is Flynn. No chance to get Carter going to third. Fires it over to Mazzilli to get Valentine. So runner advances. Man on third, one out. Mets infield is in. Larry Parrish at the plate. Swan is set. 1-6. That's a single. RBI single for Larry Parrish. 2-0 Expos. In the top of the second, one out. Man on. Rodney Scott comes to the plate. 238 batter. 6-11 fly ball to left field. That's going to be Youngblood. He's a 2 with a 20. Gets underneath it. Makes the catch. So that will be out number 2. And Ross Grimsley comes to the plate. 2 runs already across. Larry Parrish on first. Swan with the pitch to Grimsley. 4-7. That's a strikeout. So 2 runs plated by the Expos in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the inning. And we've got a timeout. Your score is 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Ross Grimsley comes out. He'll face the heart of the Mets battery in John Stearns, Joel Youngblood, and Alex Trevino. Here we go. Stearns is set. Grimley with a pitch. 1-7 liner up the middle. Nope. Rodney Scott got his glove on that one. That is out number 1. Joel Youngblood. 2-7 hard ground ball hit to third base. Fielded by Larry Parrish. Fires it over to Perez. That is out number 2. Alex Trevino. 4-10. Pops it up weakly on the right side of the infield. Tony Perez gets underneath it. Makes the catch. And that retires the Expos in order and the Mets in order in the second. So we go to the top of the third. Swan comes back out. He will face top of the Expos order. And Warren Cromartie, Dave Cash, Andre Dawson. And here we go. Cromartie is set. Swan with the pitch. 5-6. Fly ball to right field. Dan Norman tracks in underneath it and makes the catch. That is out number 1. Dave Cash. Swan's pitch, fly ball to right field. It's Norman again. He is a 4 with an 8. And that one, Norman off his glove into the corner. Cash is rounding second. He can't even get the throw off. He can't pick it up. So Cash rounds all the way to third on an E9. Error Norman. Boffo Norman. Bad Norman. Andre Dawson to the plate. Runner on third. Swan is set. Infield is in for the Mets. 6-9. That's a single by Dawson. RBI single. 3-0 Expos. Unearned run. Tony Perez now comes to the plate. Runner on first and Andre Dawson. Dawson is thinking about trying to steal second. And no, he does not get it. 115. 113 rather. So we'll call that a 2. Perez is a righty. So 2-4. Caught stealing. Doink. 2 outs. Perez. 3-0 Expos. Top of the third. 3-12. And he pops it foul. Stearns gets underneath it. Easy work of the popped up foul ball for out number 3. Expos do score another. 3-0 your score. Montreal over New York as we go to the bottom of the third. We'll take that timeout to adjust the scoreboard. 3-0 your score. Ross Grimsley, large and in charge for the Montreal Expos. He'll face the bottom of their order in Norman, Flynn, and Swan. Here we go. Grimsley set. Norman digs in. The pitch, 5-6, hard ground ball hits a second base right at Doug Flynn. He's a 1 with a 1, scoops it up, fires it over to Mazzilli. That is out. Sorry. Second base, Cash is a 4 with a 1, and that is going to be a single. So Norman's hit gets through. I never call the defensive players on the wrong team. Doug Flynn is up. Norman on first. No threat to steal. Grimsley tosses him a look anyway. 1-11. Pops it up on the left side of the infield. Larry Parrish gets underneath it, smacks his mitt, and makes the catch. So that is out number 1. Craig Swan up to the plate. He's going to try and bunt Norman over. And he pops it up in the air, charging in as first baseman. Tony Perez makes the catch. Norman is not able to advance. So that's going to be a messed up sacrifice attempt. 2 outs. Frank Tavares at the plate. 2-3, and they draws a walk to extend the innings. Now the Mets have 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position. Elliot Maddox. Here it comes. 4-5, fly ball to center field. This one is deep back, and Andre Dawson chasing it to the wall, makes the catch, bounces off the wall, trots the ball back in. 3rd out. So Mets with a chance to get a run across. They do not capitalize on that. We are 3-0 Expos going to the top of the 4th inning. Craig Swan is set to face Gary Carter, Ellis Valentine, Larry Parrish. This lineup for the Expos is deep. They don't really have a bottom of the order per se. Alrighty, Carter is set. Swan with the pitch, 2-11, and that's a base hit for the catcher, a double and a single so far. Ellis Valentine now to the plate, grounded to second his last time up. Craig Swan with the pitch. 3-9, high on that split. That's a long fly ball back. It is going, gone. Ellis Valentine, 2-run homer here in the top of the 4th. Your score is now 5-0. They leave Swan out there. Joe Torre is thinking, let's at least get the 4th out of this guy. Larry Parrish at the plate, 5-0. Top of the 4th, 3-6, and that's a strikeout. Second one for Swan, swinging at the knee cheese. Rodney Scott is now up. Base is clear, 5-0. 1 out, top of the 4th, 2-7. And fat single split, he catches it. So Scott is on base with a AA steal rating, and you know he's going to go. So we've got a -2, 1-15. He's in there. Underneath the throw, ahead of the throw. Get back here. You're not done. Ross Grimsley, you're still batting. Ross Grimsley, 1 out with Warren Cromartie coming up next. Grimsley's going to try to move Scott to 3rd. And LeSeven does so. It's bunted down the first base line. Charging in is Lee Mazzilli. No time to even think about Scott going to 3rd. He goes to Flynn at first for the sure out. That's how you do a sack, Mr. Swan. That's how you do a sack. 2 outs, runner on 3rd, Warren Cromartie. Expos looking to close the door early. 2-9 with a single, and they do it. RBI single. Scott scores easily from 3rd. 6-0. Dave Cash at the plate. Craig Swan, he's done. Don't care. He is done. Alrighty. Let me sort this out. Doink, he goes there. We're going to bring in Dwight Barnard. Yeah, he's a longer relief guy. So Barnard is going to come into the game. Swan went 3 2/3. Dwight Bernard, rather. Sorry about that. Dwight Bernard. Coming in. He's going to face Dave Cash. Runner on first and Warren Cromartie. Bernard is set. Here comes the pitch. 1-5, and that'll be a double. And 114, 116. Cromartie is heading for home. Cock die, leaning on the 20. Nope, he has thrown out. Call that a 9-2. And underline, so we know that's the third out right there. So we do get 3 more runs across the plate, the Expos do. Score is 6-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Let us take that time out. And there we go. Score is 6-0. And the Mets come to the plate. Grimsley will face Mazzilli, Stearns, and Youngblood, heart of the Mets order. Mazzilli is set. Grimsley rocks and fires. 2-5, and that's a base hit for Lee Mazzilli. John Stearns now comes to the plate. 2-5, double for Stearns. Mazzilli rounding third. 116, comes off the 18, slides in just underneath the tag. RBI double for Stearns, and the Mets are on the board. 6-1, nobody out, bottom of the 4th. Grimsley's given up a run now. Done really well, only his 3rd hit of the game. No strikeouts and a walk. Joel Youngblood at the plate for 9, fly ball to center field. This one is back. Andre Dawson waves everybody off just in case there's anybody in the neighborhood and makes the catch. 1 away. Not deep enough. Stearns retreats back to second. Alex Trevino at the plate. 6-10, and that'll be a fly ball to center field. Dawson again, a 2 with a 14. Gets underneath it. Makes the catch. All runners hold. 2 away. That's going to bring us to Dan Norman, the right fielder, 7th in the order. Grimsley is set. Here's the pitch. 6-6, and Norman works a walk patiently, his 2nd time on base. 2nd walk issued by Grimsley so far in the game. Doug Flynn now at the plate. 2 outs. 4-5, fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson making his 3rd out of the inning. Run is scored by the Mets, but that's the only one. 6-1 is your score. And that will take us to the top of the 5th. Take that time out. And 6-1 is your score. Dwight Bernard comes out, and he is going to face the heart of the Expos order in Andre Dawson, Tony Perez, and Gary Carter. Dawson so far has an RBI single and a line out to his credit. Bernard given up a hit, but a runner was thrown out to end the last inning. 2-5, fly ball to center field. Back goes Elliot Maddox. Closer to left field. Calls off Joel Youngblood. Makes the catch. That is 1 away. Tony Perez at the plate. Bernard with the pitch. 2-12. Hard liner up the middle. Diving play by Doug Flynn. Rob Perez of that line drive single up the middle. Gary Carter now comes up to the plate. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Bernard with the pitch. 3-6. And Carter works a walk. So he's had a double, a single, and a walk so far. Scored 2 runs and an RBI in this game. Rather productive at the plate. Ellis Valentine with a runner on. Homered his last time up. Bernard is well aware of it. 4-7, and this time Ellis slaps a base hit into right field. Carter is going to hold at second. Larry Parrish now. At high 2 column, Bernard is looking at it saying, don't roll it, don't roll it. Bernard with the pitch. 3-3 hard ground ball hit to shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Frank Taveras. Hauls it over to Mazzilli for out number 3. And Bernard gets out of the inning. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Grimsley comes back out. He's given up a run. But that's all so far. Only 3 hits and 2 walks issued. Hasn't struck out any Mets to date. Alrighty. 1-6, the pitch to Bernard. There, yeah, okay, hold on. Not paying attention. Not even looking at what it would have been. Going to red act that. Are we going to pinch hit for Bernard this early in the game? He's the leadoff batter. No, I think we're going to let Bernard bat. Okay. That's a 1-7. That's a strikeout. I think the other roll was a strikeout anyway, so that's fitting, no problem. But I rolled, and then I looked and saw the pitcher's hitting card. Oh, wait a minute. Frank Taveras. Grimsley with the pitch. 6-4 hard ground ball hit to third base. That's Larry Parrish. A2 with a15. Gets behind it. Scoops it up. Takes the ball out of his glove. Hurls it over to Perez. Out number 2. Elliot Maddox at the plate now. 1-5, and he works a 2-out walk to extend the inning. Third walk by Grimsley. Not horrible control. He's had the hits down. 3 hits, 3 walks. But not much in the way of... He's got 1 strikeout so far, and that's it. Mazzilli is set. Grimsley, 5-9. That'll be a ground ball hit to shortstop. Scott's a 3 with a 16. And he is able to get it to second base to Dave Cash to force Maddox. 6-4, fielder, third out, done. No runs for the Mets in the bottom of the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just making sure where I am, because I never skip anything in my games. I'm perfect. Yeah, I can hear y'all laughing. Shut it. Rodney Scott leading off this inning for the Expos against Dwight Bernard. Torrey hoping to get another inning out of him. He doesn't want to dig too deeply into the bullpen against the Expos here. 1-7. Pop out to second base. Easy play there by Doug Flynn. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. It's 1 away, and Grimsley is going to bat. No doubt there. 1-8. And catches low on that split, but it is a single for the pitcher. So Expos have a man on base. Warren Cromartie now set. Bernard with the pitch. 5-8, and issues a walk to Cromartie. 2 men on for Dave Cash, a .321 batter during the regular season in 1979. Dawson to follow. 6-5 fly ball to right field. This one is not too deep. Dan Norman dances in, takes a couple of steps towards the foul line, makes the catch, and gets the ball back in quickly. Grimsley back to second. Andre Dawson now at the plate with 2 on. 6-1, top of the 6th inning. 4-9 hard ground ball hit to second base. Easily fielded by Doug Flynn. He just gets it over to Mazzilli for out number 3. Goes for the sure thing. Nothing flashy, nothing flary. Send him back to the field without any runs. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Grimsley comes back out, takes some warm-up pitches with his catcher Gary Carter. He will face 4, 5, 6 of the Mets battery. John Stearns, Joel Youngblood, Alex Trevino. Here we go, John Stearns. Doubled his last time up. 2-4 full hard ground ball hit to shortstop. Rodney Scott is there. Smacks it in the mitt once and gets it over to Perez. 1 away. Just curious. Did I... No, I'm just curious. Did I sneak? No, alright. That's weird. Alright. My brain. Joel Youngblood is set. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. 6-1 ball game. Here's the pitch from Grimsley. 5-7. And that is a base hit for Joel Youngblood, his first of the game. Standing on first base, Alex Trevino comes out to the plate. He's popped up and flown to center. Grimsley is set. He rocks and fires. 6-4 hard ground ball hit to Parrish at third. 2-4, and he is able to get it over to first base to Perez for the out. Youngblood had a huge jump on that, so he made it to second. 2 outs, runner on second base. Dan Norman comes to the plate. He's singled and walked. Grimsley would like to not have that happen again. Hard ground ball hit to first, right at Perez. Perez trots over and forces Norman for the 3rd out. So with the batter's position up in the next inning, this may be the last inning for Dwight Bernard. I'd be surprised if it was any other way. He is coming out here to pitch in the top of the 7th inning. Tony Perez is due up with Gary Carter and Ellis Valentine in tow. Bernard is set. Here comes the pitch. 1-11. Hard liner to left. Nope. All over it. Alex Trevino gets his glove behind the ball. Makes the catch. That was headed down the line for extra base hits, but Trevino made a great play. Gary Carter now at the plate. Dwight Bernard 5-6, and that'll be a walk. Carter's 4th time to first base in this game with an RBI double, a single, 2 walks, scored twice. Ellis Valentine homered 2 at-bats ago, singled his last time up. Bernard is set. 3-3, and that'll be a hard ground ball hit too short. Snagged there by Taveras on to Flynn at second, makes the turn to Mazzilli. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning for the Mets. And if that's 6-4-3 for those of you scoring at home, and if you're not scoring at home, you should be. Bad no scorers. That ends the inning. Valentine grounding into the double play. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th at the old ball game. Ross Grimsley. And he's got a 5 on his card. This may well be it for him. He can't go forever. He was not a long starter. He's doing well. His batting position batter slot comes up in the next inning, so I think this will be it for Grimsley. Expos bullpen is thin for this game, for this day, because it's a doubleheader, so they're really trying to conserve. 1-6, that'll be a single. Doink for Doug Flynn, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for Bernard. Let's see, he's going to go there. Pinch hitter, I see Richie Hebner coming into the game. So that'll be it for... No, it wasn't. It was it for Bernard. 2, 3, 4. Bernard batted there. Hold on. Dwight Bernard. Pitcher 210E, and he's done. So now we got Richie Hebner coming in to pinch hit. Pinch hit. He is a 12D. Alrighty, Ross Grimsley is set. Man on first in Doug Flynn. No threat to steal. Grimsley throws him the glare just to make him take a step back towards first. Here's the pitch to Richie Hebner. 5-4, catch a card X. That's going to be Carter. Is a 1 with an 8. Pops it up in front of home plate. Gary Carter gets underneath it. Makes easy work of the infield fly. Frank Taveras comes up to the plate now. 1 out, man on first. 6-1, bottom of the 7th. And it's a 1-5 hard ground ball. It's a shortstop. Scott gets it there, fires it over to Cash, makes the turn on to Perez. 6-4-3, and the Expos have their own brand of get out of Dodge. 2 double plays in the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th. And it's probably all we're going to see of Grimsley, I'm sure. Larry Parrish, 7th in the order. Oh, we need a pitcher. That's why he was there. Let's get a pitcher for the Mets. Yeah, that's out of order. Put him there. Okay. Who are we going to get? We need to put him there. we're going to see Pete Falcone come into this game. So new pitcher here. 3.1 for Bernard. Pete Falcone. Coming in, and he will face the bottom of the Expos order in Parrish, Scott, and presumably a pinch hitter for Ross Grimsley. Let's see, Parrish. 1-6, that's a single for Parrish. Rodney Scott to the plate, man on. Score is 6-1. Falcone with a pitch, 6-7, and issues a walk. And we are going to see a pinch hitter come out for Ross Grimsley. He can go right there. Who are we going to see come out here? We're going to see... Jerry White. He's done. He went 7. And Jerry White, pinch hitter. He is a 16 with a B stealer, facing Pete Falcone here. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the 8th inning. Expos up 6-1. White is set. Falcone with a pitch. 2-6, and that is a double for Jerry White. RBI double. That is going to send Rodney Scott to third, and he will be held up there. Yeah, I know, 2 stars. But 2 runners in scoring position for Falcone. Not a great start at all. Infield in for Warren Cromartie's at bat. 1-9, fly ball to right field. This one is deep. Dan Norman gets underneath it. He makes the catch. Rodney Scott tagging up, and he will score. So 9, sack. 2 runs across here in the top of the 8th for the Expos. 1 out. Runner on second and Jerry White. Pete Falcone now facing Dave Cash. Here comes the pitch. 2-9, fly ball to center field. Easily underneath this one, Elliot Maddox makes the catch and gets the ball back in a hurry. Holds Jerry White up at second base. Andre Dawson comes up to the plate. 2 outs. Falcone. The pitch, 3-4, and that's a hard ground ball hit to short. Fielded there by Frank Tavares. He gets it over to Mazzilli for out number 3. Expos do score 2, though. Score is 8-1. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. I'll take that timeout. And there is your score, 8-1. New pitcher for the Expos. Hopefully someone that can go the distance here. They're going to call on Stan Bonson. Yeah. Hoping he'll be able to take him the rest of the way. Like I said, for this doubleheader, the Expos bullpen is thin. And the Mets need to bear that in mind as well. Bonson right here. Elliot Maddox will be the first batter he will face. And we need to put him up here so we can actually score the game. Maddox, Mazzilli, and Stearns, 2-3-4 due up in this inning. Bonson is set. Here comes the pitch. We didn't write his name in there. I'll get it in a moment. 4-7, and issues a walk to Maddox. So Maddox is on base. Not a threat to steal. He's only a C. Lee Mazzilli, he has singled and scored a run in this game. 4-8, and he has singled again. Maddox advances to second. Runners at first and second. 8-1, bottom of the 8th. Expos over the Mets. Playing in New York, Stan Bonson. Pitch to John Stearns. 6-5, and that's a strikeout. I need to mark the new pitcher right there. One away, Joel Youngblood comes up to the plate. He's had a single so far, 1 for 3. 1-9, very skinny split, missed it, but that is a double, RBI double. That is going to score Elliot Maddox. Lee Mazzilli is rounding third with a 116, and he's going to score as well. 2 RBI double for Joel Youngblood. 8-3 is the score now. 1 out, man on second in Youngblood. Bottom of the 8th. 8-3 Expos. Alex Trevino to the plate. 6-3 fly ball to right field. Ellis Valentine is there. 2 with a 16. Gets underneath it and makes the catch. Youngblood goes back to second base. Dan Norman now up. 2 outs. Mets down 5, 4, 10. Hard ground ball hit to third. Parrish is there. He's a 2 with a 1, and it gets through his legs. Single into left. Youngblood rounding third is headed for home with a 115, and he scores another run across for the Mets as they have a late inning rally going here. RBI single for Dan Norman. 8-4 your score. Doug Flynn comes to the plate with 2 outs. Stan Bonson, 2-8, and a hard ground ball hit to Parrish at third. Gets down to a knee to keep it from going by him this time, to be sure. Stands up, fires it to Perez for out number 3. 3 more runs for the Mets. 8-4. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Take that time out here real quick. Doink. 5 runs scored in the 8th inning. 3 on top, 2 underneath. 2 on top, 3 underneath. Sorry about that. So 8-4 is your score. We are here in the top of the 9th. Pete Falcone on the mound. And he's facing Perez, Carter, and Valentine, hoping to get through these 3 and get the Mets back to the plate as quickly as possible. Perez is set. Falcone with a pitch. 5-8. That's a strikeout. I need to write Bonson up here. Gary Carter now at the plate. Pete Falcone is set. Here's the windup. The pitch. 5-5. Fly ball to right field. No problem for Dan Norman. Parks right underneath it. Waits for it to come down. Squeezes his mitt. 2 away. Ellis Valentine. Falcone with a pitch. 5-7. And that's going to be another strikeout here in the top of the 9th. He gets 2 out of 3 by way of the whiff. And we go to the bottom of the inning. Down 4. The Mets' last chance in this game. Stan Bonson. And he's going to face a pinch hitter for Falcone. Who are they going to get? Let's see. I'm thinking Steve Henderson. Pinch hitter. Down on the bottom of the sheet there. Can barely see him. 15 base runner and a B stealer. He's going to be the leadoff batter here against Stan Bonson in the bottom of the 9th. And then back to the top of the order for Taveras and Maddox. Here's the pitch for 6, and that'll be a walk. So he gets on base. Frank Taveras now at the plate. 262 batter. He's going to swing away. Runner on first. Bonson with the pitch. 3-7. Low on the split. Liner to third. Parrish saves the base hit. 1 away. Elliot Maddox to the plate. 6-6. Fly ball to right field. This one is back deep. Ellis Valentine in the warning track. Stops just short of the wall, makes the catch, and gets the ball back in quickly. That is 2 away. So with Steve Henderson standing on first base, Lee Mazzilli is the Mets' final out. Stan Bonson gets his warm-up pit, gets the signs in from Gary Carter. Here comes the pitch, 2-10, and that's a long fly ball. That one is back. Mazzilli has launched this one, and the Mets are within 2. And Dick Williams, he's got no one to go to in the bullpen. He's got to think about the second game tonight. Rudy May could go the distance, but you really don't want to have to count on that. Bonson stays in. Stearns comes to the plate. 8-6, your score. Mets are charging. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Final chance again. Stearns, can he extend the game? 6-8, fly ball to center field. Pops it up. Andre Dawson gets underneath the lazy fly ball. Makes the catch, and there go the Mets' hopes for the first game of this doubleheader. Oh, my goodness. Your final score, even with that comeback, your final score, Montreal Expos 8, New York Mets 6. 1 error committed by the Mets. In real life, that was a 3-1 ball game right there. 3-1, Expos won. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. Not a bad performance by Pete Falcone. Well, he gave up the 2 runs. Not the greatest. 13 hits for the Expos. Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Expos 8 hits, 8 runs on 13 hits. Mets 6 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. And you know what that means, everybody? Ha ha ha! Doubleheader! Alrighty. So yeah, we're gonna play a second game. What do you think of that? Let me date this just for my records. 31 August of 20. SOMBB. Basic version 79 NL East. Chase. Alrighty, here we go. Game 2 coming up. And I'll put the timestamp down in the description for the start of that game. So I'm just going to get everything reorganized here. Yep, they're still out. Okay, no, not happening. Not available. That's from the day before. Oh no, they're still not available. Okay, okay. So this one, let's see. We've got them there. Richie Hebner needs to go in this pile. Falcone needs to go in this pile. I do need to put him in that way. Hold on a second. Alright, that goes there. Yeah, let me fix one little small detail. That needs to go there. Okay, so boom, boom. Let's see. We have Jerry White as pinch hitter goes down here. We're going to have Cromartie, Cash. So, okay, yeah. We're pretty much announcing a lineup, so there's not much of a break. That's fine. Oh, I got to do that. All right, well, let me do that, and then I'll do it. Let's see. We need to fix that. Game 2. And it is Hossman and May. Actually ended up just about where I needed it to be. Scoreboard needs to be blanked. I didn't have the final score on there. Oh well, I didn't put the other 2 runs. But that's okay. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Okay, so yeah, this is going to mark the beginning of Game 2. Welcome anybody who took a break and came back. Game 2 of the doubleheader on Wednesday, September the 19th, 1979, between the Expos and the Mets in Shea Stadium. In real life, this game was won by the Expos 4-1. They have a seriously depleted bullpen, and the Mets aren't standing the greatest in that department. We'll just have to see how things go. We're going to have our starting lineups being announced presently. I need that card here and him here. And I had mentioned earlier something I had done for this. Anybody that appeared in any of these games, if they weren't carded, like for the older teams, for the Mets, because I've got the Expos and the Pirates in the 70s Diamond Gem sets. So I'm using those cards. The Mets, they're only 20 card teams, the original one, so I took the blank strat-o-matic cards and got as close as I could for the small sampling. They're either going to do really good or really bad. It doesn't matter. So I've made this card for Tom Hossman just to show you. I trimmed a fly ball to make it a strikeout to get him closer to what looked like a strikeouts might do. Good ERA, 260. I left that alone, didn't change the hits. He did give up a home run. 78 innings pitched. He pitched a good bit. So I just went ahead and made the card. I did that for pitchers and batters alike. So, that being said, you go there. Hossman is a, we'll say he's a, I'll say he's a 2 for a hitting card. Don't tell me I'm, find it. Where are they? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There's one right there. Okie dokie. That's a Youngblood. No, we've got a different lineup. Pretty much the same for the Expos, but we do have a different lineup for the Mets. So let's get that. We've got, and we're going to have a bunch of cards that I made in this game. Gil Flores, Kelvin Chapman, Lee Mazzilli, John Stearns, Joel Youngblood, Elliot Maddox, Trevino and Flynn. Trevino and Flynn. Alrighty. So you guys are going to come back here, take a break in the second game of the twin bill. So Flores, Chapman, Mazzilli, Stearns, Youngblood, Maddox, Trevino, Flynn. Okay, and we're going to go with the number 2 and the 48-minute mark. So that's where I'm going to timestamp it, 48 minutes. Make that little mark down here for me so I know. Alrighty, everybody, it is game 2 of the twin bill between the Mets and the Expos. Wednesday, September 9th, 2009, September 19th, 1979, here at Shea Stadium. Montreal won this game 4-1. We're going to see how the replay treats it. So let's go ahead and go through our players for this second game. For the Mets, defensively, Lee Mazzilli at first. Second baseman for this game is Kelvin Chapman. Shortstop, Doug Flynn, moves over from second during the first game. John Stearns is third base. Across the outfield, left field is Joel Youngblood, Elliot Maddox in center field, and Gil Flores is going to be playing right. Behind the plate, Alex Trevino. Stearns and Trevino trade duties for this game, the second game of the twin bill. And starting for the Mets is going to be Tom Hossman. Your starting lineup for the Expos, who bat first. Batting first, left fielder Warren Cromartie. Second baseman Dave Cash batting second. Andre Dawson, center fielder, batting third. Batting fourth, first base, Tony Perez. Batting fifth, catcher Gary Carter. Batting sixth, right field Ellis Valentine. Batting seventh, third base Larry Parrish. Batting eighth, shortstop Rodney Scott. Batting ninth, pitcher Rudy May. So let's go ahead and play us some baseball doubleheader. We likes the doubleheaders. Warren Cromartie is going to lead this inning off against Tom Hossman. Here we go. for 7 hard ground ball hit to second base. That will be Kelvin Chapman. He's a 4 with an 18, and that is going to be over to Mazzilli for out number 1. Now we have Dave Cash, second baseman. Hossman with the pitch. 3-7. Fly ball to left field. Camping out underneath that is Joel Youngblood. Easy catch out number 2. Andre Dawson comes to the plate. 1-4. Pops it up on the left side of the infield. Underneath it to make the play is John Stern. So that's going to be out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Expos in the top of the first. Alrighty, we go to the bottom of the inning, and we've got Rudy May coming out to start for the Expos. He will face the top of their order in Flores, Chapman, and Mazzilli. Gil Flores. Set to go. Rudy May with the kick. 2-8, and that'll be a pop out to short. Easy play there for Rodney Scott. That's out number 1. And if you watched the whole way through, I mentioned how any player that appeared in these games in this project, with the older sets, there are only 20 players per team. So I took the blank strat-o-matic cards and I adjusted them as best as I could to get close. It's going to be a small sample. I wasn't worried about 100% accuracy, but I wanted everybody who was in these games to have a chance to be in these games. So that is Flores, and another created card, Kelvin Chapman, set to go. Rudy May with the pitch, 3-7, that's a strikeout. Chapman caught swinging at the knee cheese. Lee Mazzilli now, 2 outs, bottom of the first, 1-9, and that's another strikeout for May. Finds his groove here. Goes through the first 3 Mets. Scoreless, we go to the second. Tom Hossman is set, comes back out to face 4, 5, 6 of the Expos battery. And Tony Perez, Gary Carter, Ellis Valentine. Perez is set. Hossman with the delivery. 6-3. Fly ball to left field. Joel Youngblood gets underneath it. A 2 with a 15. And it drops in. And he boots it. Perez with the single. He's able to make it to second on the error. Boffo. What was that? 6-3. Yeah, that was Youngblood. Boffo Youngblood. Bad Youngblood. So Perez is on. There was a base hit. It was a single. And just could not pick it up off the turf. Gary Carter is set. Hossman with the pitch. And that's a strikeout of Carter. Hossman starting the game out well. Ellis Valentine now at the plate. 4-6, and that's going to be a strikeout. Up. That's not the end of the inning. Dippy-doo. Really? Captain Whiteout strikes again. That's not the end of the inning, so I just wanted to narrow that line up. That is 2 away. That's going to bring us to Larry Parrish. Perez is on second. Hossman with the pitch. 4-6. And that is another strikeout. Strikes out 3 to get out of the top of the second inning. Go to the bottom of the bracket, and Rudy May will face Stearns, Youngblood, and Maddox. Here we go. May is set. The pitch 2-5. Fly ball to left field. Warren Cromartie gets underneath that one. Makes easy work of the fly ball. 1 away. Joel Youngblood now at the plate. May is set for 12. Fly ball to right field. This one is over Ellis Valentine's direction. Makes the catch for 2 away. Mets are trying to find the wall. Elliot Maddox at the plate. 3-12, and he works a walk to extend the inning. Mets first base runner. Alex Trevino now. Rudy May with the pitch. 6-4. Fly ball to left field. Cromartie's number is being called again. Makes the catch. Out number 3. 1 base runner for both teams, but nobody scores in the second inning. Go to the top of the third. Tom Hossman is coming out. And he will face Scott, May, and Cromartie. Rodney Scott is set. 5-8 and pops it up on the right side of the infield. Underneath it, Lee Mazzilli. He calls off Hossman, makes the catch. So that's out number 1. Rudy May comes to the plate. The pitch, 5-4, and he misses that triple split, but he does get a single. Love it when pitchers help themselves. Base hit for Rudy May. Warren Cromartie comes to the plate. 6-8, pops it up to the center of the infield. Doug Flynn and Kelvin Chapman are converging. Flynn calls Chapman off. Makes the catch. Dave Cash now with 2 outs and a runner on. 5-7, hard ground ball hit to short. That's going to be Doug Flynn. He has a 3 at short with a 19. Roll it again. This time with an 11. He is able to make that throw over to Mazzilli for out number 3. You say it's a low-scoring ball game? Here's a piece of philosophy for you. Every single baseball game ever played started out as a low-scoring game. Think of it that way, why don't you? Rudy May, Expos. Pitcher going strong. He'll face Doug Flynn, Tom Hossman, back to the top for Gil Flores in this inning. May with a pitch. 6-6, and that is a base hit ripped out by Flynn. Tom Hossman comes up to the plate. Hossman is going to try and bunt Flynn around with that 9. Alrighty, so he drops it right in front of home plate. Carter pounces on it, fires it to second to get Maddox out, to get Flynn out. We'll call that a 2-6. We'll call that a fielder's choice for Hossman on the botched sacrifice bunt. 1 out, Flores with a runner on first for 7, and that is a strikeout. That is May's 3rd. 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. Kelvin Chapman. 4-6, fly ball to center field. Underneath that is Andre Dawson. Gets to it easily. Makes it look so simple a thing to catch a major league fly ball. Out number 3. Scoreless. We go to the 4th. Tom Hossman comes back out for the Mets. He's doing well. He is going to face pretty much the heart of the Expos order in Andre Dawson, Tony Perez, and Gary Carter. 3-4-5. Dawson is set. Here's the pitch from Hossman. 5-10. Fly ball to center field. Maddox is a 2 with an 18. Gets underneath that, settles in, and makes the catch. 1 away. Tony Perez now at the plate. Tom Hossman. Here's the pitch. 5-8. And he pops it up on the right side of the infield. Easy play over there for Lee Mazzilli. That's out number 2. Only 2 base hits given up by Hossman so far in this game. Gary Carter to the plate. He's one of the first 3 to strike out in the 2nd inning. 3-6 and works a walk this time. So extends the inning here in the 4th. Ellis Valentine at the plate. 5-5 and just misses that home run. It's a deep shot to right field. Gil Flores tracking right at the wall in the warning track, makes the catch. Looked like it was gone, but breeze must have come up at the last moment, keeping the ball from traveling. We go to the bottom of the 4th in this scoreless game. Second game of a twin bill played on Wednesday, September the 19th, 1979, in which the Mets won by a score of 4-1. Rudy May on the hill still for the Expos. He'll face 3-4-5 of the Mets battery in Mazzilli, Stearns, and Youngblood. May is set. Here's the pitch to Mazzilli. 1-10. Ground ball back to the box. May is able to field the high one hopper. Gets it over to Perez. That's out number 1. John Stearns at the plate. Here comes the pitch to the 3rd baseman. 4-2. Fly ball to right field. Ellis Valentine gets underneath it. takes a couple of steps towards center, makes the catch. That's out number 2. Joel Youngblood at the plate. May rocks and fires 5-7, and that's a big hit split. Single to extend the inning by Joel Youngblood. These guys are getting a lot of 2-out runners and can't do anything about it. Elliot Maddox at the plate now. Youngblood, not a threat to steal, not with a B, not with 2 outs. May with a pitch to Youngblood. 1-8 hard grounder hit to third right at Larry Parrish. He is able to fire it over to Perez. Out number 3. And the scoreless game continues after 4 innings here at Shea Stadium. Go to the top of the 5th, and Tom Hossman. Both pitchers have faced 15 batters so far in this game. Hossman facing 7, 8, and 9 in Parrish, Scott, and May this inning. He's -2. Parrish for 7, adds a ground ball hit to second base. Chapman is a 4 with a 13, and that is an error. Throws it to first, and he pulls Mazzilli off the bag. E4, error Chapman. Boffo Chapman, bad Chapman. Rodney Scott now comes to the plate. 1-9, fly ball to center field. Elliot Maddox gets underneath that one, makes the catch. That is 1 away. Larry Parrish standing on first. Rudy May to the plate, and the bullpen's thin. They're doing well. Don't take him out. He's going to lay down the bunt. And that's going to be a beauty, and it's down the third base line and just far enough. Running in is Stearns, has to make a low throw and cannot get there in time. May legs it out, gets Parrish to second. 1 out, 2 runners on. Expos with a chance to get a run across and take the first lead of this game. Warren Cromartie. Hossman with the pitch, 4-9, fly ball to left field. This one is hit right at Cromartie. Drops back a couple of steps, raises his glove over his left shoulder, and makes the catch. And that's going to be out number 2. Dave Cash comes to the plate. Dick Williams is like, come on, guys, let's at least get a run out of this. 4-5, hard ground ball hit to short second base. Kelvin Chapman gets this one and fires it over to Mazzilli, redeeming himself. 4-3 ground ball. No runs scored. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I missed one. Game is official in the books. 4.5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th, scoreless here at Shea. Expos and Mets. Rudy May still going strong for the Mets. He'll face the bottom of the Mets order as well this inning in Trevino Flynn and presumably Hossman. Both pitchers doing well. No need to remove them. 6-10. Hard grounder hit to second. That one is fielded cleanly by Cash. Gets it over to Perez. 1 away. Doug Flynn at the plate. Here's the pitch. 4-3. Hard grounder hit to first. Perez is right there behind first base. He's able to beat Flynn to the bag. So that is 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Hossman. Hossman is going to swing away. 2-8. That's a strikeout. Fourth strikeout for Mr. Rudy May. Scoreless through 5. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Tom Hossman is set. And he will face 3, 4, 5. Andre Dawson, Tony Perez, and Gary Carter. The heart of the Expos explosive order. They've been held in check by Hossman so far. He's only given up 3 hits and 1 walk in this game. He struck out 3 along the way. Andre Dawson, 3, 6, and there's strikeout number 4. 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Scoreless ball game at Shea. Tony Perez, 5-5. It's a long fly ball. This one is back. It is going. Being chased to the wall by Joel Youngblood, and it is out of here. Opposite field, right? No, okay, yeah, home run. Tony Perez. breaks the deadlock. Expos on the board first. Solo shot in the top of the 6th. Tony Perez. Gary Carter comes to the plate. Hossman shrugs, slumps his shoulders a little bit. Going to take a second, and Trevino's going to come out and have a talk with him, and Joe Torre comes out as well. Gives him an encouraging pat on the rump, back to the dugout. Gary Carter is set. Hossman centers. Fires the pitch. 6-9. Nope. That one is a curveball in the dirt. Ball 4. Carter is on base. Brings up Ellis Valentine. 3-7 hard grounder hit to third. Cleanly fielded over there by John Stearns. Gets it over to Chapman, who makes the turn and gets it to Mazzilli. A step ahead of Valentine. 5-4-3. Gets the Mets out of the inning. Expos do finally score that first run of the game. It is 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll take that timeout for a moment. Wrong team. Not them. Them. Alrighty. Score is 1-0 Montreal. Rudy May comes out, and he's going to face the top of the Mets lineup. Gil Flores, Kelvin Chapman, and Lee Mazzilli. Here we go. Rudy May is set. 3-5, and Flores draws a walk. Kelvin Chapman is up next. Flores is a B stealer. Against Gary Carter, makes him a 1-9. Not happening. Kelvin Chapman with the at-bat. Here's the pitch from May. 5-5, and he works a walk as well. Mets' first 2 batters make it on base here in the bottom of the 6th. Lee Mazzilli comes to the plate. Struck out and grounded to the pitcher so far in this game. May is set. May's really thinking about parking him. Now they pitch to him. 5-7, and that is going to be a single that will score Flores. RBI single, Lee Mazzilli. Mets tie this one up. Sends Chapman around to third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Mets infield, Expos infield is in for John Stearns. May with a pitch, no outs, 2-5. Fly ball to left field. This one is hit pretty deep. Warren Cromartie headed for the corner. Makes the catch, wheels and throws, but Kelvin Chapman tags up, and he is going to score, and the Mets have the lead. Stearns launches that one to the corner. Chapman tags up and scores. Youngblood is up now. Runner on first, 1 out. Rudy May. Expos with their first trailing so far in this young series today in these 2 games. 2-6. Youngblood issues another walk, and Dick Williams comes out. He's going to have a little conference with Gary Carter and his pitcher just to make sure everything's okay. Pats him back in, gets to the dugout, and he picks up the phone. There's going to be some activity. So Rudy May set to face Elliot Maddox. 6-3. Hard ground ball back to the box. May is a 2 with a 9. And he is able to get it. He turns around. He fires to second base to Rodney Scott to get Youngblood on over to Perez to get Maddox. And the fantastic throw by May gets the Expos out of the inning. But the Mets score 2, and after 6, they're up by a score of 2-1. And we will take that timeout as we get ready to go to the 7th inning. All right, there we go. Your score is 2-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and Tom Hossman. This may be his last inning. His batting position is due up in the bottom of the 7th. He will face Larry Parrish, Rodney Scott, and perhaps a pinch hitter for Rudy May. Let's see what happens. Larry Parrish, 1-3, ground ball hit to third. John Stearns is there, vacuums it up, spits it over to Mazzilli for out number 1. Rodney Scott now at the plate for the Expos. Tom Hossman with the pitch. 3-9. Fly ball to right field. This one is deep. It is going. Gil Flores, no, at the wall. Makes the catch. Love psyching you guys out with that. 2 singles for Rudy May. Beat out a bunt. Stroked a base hit. Due up is the bottom of the order. Very small bullpen. May's going to bat. Here in the top of the 7th. May is going to bat. 3-4. Draws a walk. May has gotten on base 3 times in this game. He extends the inning. Tom Hossman cannot figure out the Expos pitcher. He got Perez to pop up to third 1 at bat. He got Carter to swing and miss 3 times instead of the other 2 walks. But Rudy May has gotten on base. 2 outs, Warren Cromartie, 2-1 Mets, top of the 7th, Expos at the plate, 5-5, and just misses a split, shot to right field. Gil Flores is there, makes the catch. Expos cannot rally in the 7th. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th at the old ball game. Rudy May earned another inning. He will be coming out, and he will face Alex Trevino, Doug Flynn, and presumably a pinch hitter for Hossman. Here is Alex Trevino's at bat. 6-10. Grounder hit to second base. There is Dave Cash. He wings it over to Perez. Out number 1. May's a 6. He's not. Well, he did give up a little bit there in the 6th. So yeah, he would be fatigued. Going to face Flynn. 3-5, and that's a base hit for Flynn, and they are going to pull May right there. So Rudy May goes 6-2, 6-1. Sorry. Yep, he'll be out. Put him here. We have Woody Fryman to come in. Okay, Fryman is going to come in. Let's do that. Woody Fryman. May will be done if it comes back around to him. Goes there, Woody Fryman, and we're going to have a pinch hitter for Hossman with the runner on base. Stinkin'-lutely. Let's put him where he belongs. Pinch hitter is going to be Steve Henderson again. Let's get you off the pile. Steve Henderson, pinch hitter. Hossman is done there. Henderson, pinch hitter. He's a 15. Bravo. We are bottom of the 7th. 2-1 is your score. Mets over the Expos. Woody Fryman, the new pitcher. Steve Henderson, the pinch hitter for Tom Hossman. 1 out. Flynn on first. Mets with the lead. 3-6, and that's going to be a single, and that'll get Flynn around to third. Henderson doing very well with pinch hitting duties today. If you'll recall, in the first game, he came in, drew a walk, and he was able to score a run on Lee Mazzilli's game-winning home run. Well, not game-winning home run, but made it 8-6 instead of 8-4. Mets charged late, but they could not make it happen. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Woody Fryman facing Gil Flores. He's going to pitch to him. 6-6, and that'll be a strikeout. 2 outs, and that gets us to Kelvin Chapman. Are we going to see a pinch hitter for Kelvin Chapman? Are we? I think we are. We're going to see Frank Tavares come in and bat for Kelvin Chapman. And this will be a little bit of doubling. But let's see here. We're going to have Frank Tavares. Pinch hit right there. And then he's going to come in and play short. He's a 17A. And that means Flynn is going to move over to second. Second base where he's a 1. Top of the 8th. Okay. So here we are. 2-1 Mets. Bottom of the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. Runners at the corners. Frank Tavares at the plate. Woody Fryman. He has given up a single and a strikeout. Hasn't given up any runs yet. Here comes Tavares at bat. 2-6 hard ground ball hit to third base. Larry Parrish is there. Gets it over to Perez. Out number 3, and the Expos get out of the inning. No runs given up. We go to the top of the 8th. Now there's the place marker. Now we need a relief pitcher for the Mets. No runs. Okay, 2-1 Mets. We go to the top of the 8th. Who's going to come in and handle this? We're going to see... yeah, it's going to be Doinky and a Doinky. It's going to be Neil Allen. So Fryman is there right here. Hossman went 7. Neil Allen is coming in. Top of the 8th. He will face Dave Cash, Andre Dawson, Tony Perez. Here we go. Top of the 8th inning. Cash. 3-6, a single to lead off the inning. Cash's first base hit of the game. Neil Allen gives up a leadoff single here in top of the 8th. Andre Dawson, 4-10, hard ground ball hit to third base. That's going to be John Stearns. He is a 4 within 11, and that's a 2-base error. Throws it into the dugout. Stearns. Boffo Stearns. Bad Stearns. Expos have runners on second and third. Nobody out. Infield in for the Mets. Tony Perez at the plate. 6-12 fly ball to left field. This one is deep. It is going. Not quite. Youngblood makes the catch. Cash tags up and ties the game. Perez with the 2 RBI so far for the Expos in this game. Gary Carter comes up, runner on second, 1 out. 1-6 pops it up center of the infield. That is going to be caught there by Dave Cash. That is no second base. That's going to be caught by Doug Flynn. That guy. And left field, Youngblood. I don't know who I said for the thing, but whatever. Okay, so that is Flynn, second base. 2 outs. Brings us to Ellis Valentine. Runner on second. 3-3. Hard ground ball hit to short right at Tavares. Gets it over to Mazzilli for out number 3. And that is also going to preclude Cash being an earned run. Was not able to get any hits behind him to make it a real run. Well, of course, it's a real run. It counts. The Expos tie it up here in the top of the 8th. Take that time out. Put a 1 there. And another 2 right there. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Mets. 2-2 is your score. Let me see something. It's almost like... you'll have to excuse me a moment. Battery is getting low. We want to lighten this up a little bit. Should have done this before. That's why I do it in manual shooting. You can see it better. Okay, so yeah, we gotta kind of wrap this one up as quickly as we can because the battery's low, and watch, we're gonna have extra innings. Alrighty, so it's going to be Woody Fryman here in the bottom of the 8th, and he's going to face Lee Mazzilli. John Stearns, Joel Youngblood. Fryman is set. Here comes the pitch. Mazzilli 4-9. A long fly ball. That one is back. It is gone. It is out of here as if Lee Mazzilli answered my prayers, and that's going to be a home run for the Mets. 3-2. Pitcher's duel surrounded by moments of holy crap, where did that ball go? Stearns 6-9, and that's going to be a single for Stearns. Mets start the bottom of the 8th off with a couple of base hits. 4-1 was the score of this game in real life, right? For the Expos. Right now the Mets lead 3-2, bottom of the 8th, nobody out. Fryman pitching to Youngblood 6-8, another single. Stearns gets to second, brings us to Elliot Maddox. Here's the pitch, 3-7 fly ball to left field. This one Cromartie is able to get to. He's able to make that catch, and that is one away. Alex Trevino comes to the plate. Runners at first and second. 4-10. Mets up by 1. Fly ball to left field, right at Cromartie again. It's underneath it, makes the catch. That's 2 away. Bottom of the 8th. Mets 3-2. Doug Flynn at the plate. Woody Fryman with the pitch. 3-3 hard ground ball hit to short. Rodney Scott is there. Gets it over to Tony Perez. Out number 3. So another run scored by the Mets in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead back. We'll take that quick timeout. Make that a 1. Make that a 3. 3-2 your score. And now all of a sudden the Expos have the pressure foisted on them, as we're going to see another pitcher come in for the Mets, and that's going to be Neil Allen. No, sorry, he was just in there. Ed Glenn. Glenn is going to come in. 1 inning for Neil Allen. Ed Glenn. New pitcher will be right there, and here we go. Top of the 9th, Glenn comes in, gets his warm-ups with his catcher, Alex Trevino. He'll face the bottom of the order, Larry Parrish, Rodney Scott, and a pinch hitter for Fryman, presumably. Parrish, 3-7 fly ball to left field, hit straight to Joel Youngblood. He's able to catch it on an easy jog. That is out number 1. Rodney Scott now at the plate. Here we go. Glenn, 4-3 hard ground ball hit to first. Mazzilli is a 4 with an 11, and that is an error. 2-base error. Scott makes it to second. Well, if it has to be, it has to be. Crap. 4 errors by the Mets in this game. Okay, and that's going to bring up the pitching position, and the Mets are going to bring in a pinch hitter. And we're thinking it's going to be... who? Ed Kranepool. Sure, Ed Kranepool. Now, what am I doing? Wrong team, Dippy-Doo. You need an Expo, not a Met. No trades. Get off it. Dom-de-dum. Rusty Staub. Come on, Chris. Really? Saw that. I was like, wait a minute. That's not right. So 1 out. Rodney Scott on second. Rusty Staub comes up to the plate. Ed Glenn with the pitch. 1-7. That's a single for Staub. And that's going to move Scott around to third. Scott is going to be 119 to score, and he just does. RBI single for Staub. ties the ball game up in the top of the ninth. Warren Cromartie now at the plate. Ed Glenn, the pitch, 5-9. Hard ground ball hit to second base. It's a Chubler, a chat at Flynn. He is not able to get Staub going to second. He's only able to go on to Mazzilli to get Cromartie. So that's a 4-3. 2 outs. That is an unearned run, by the way. Dave Cash at the plate. Rusty Staub on second base, and they're going to bring in a pinch runner for Staub. They're going to bring in Jerry White. He's a pinch runner. He is a 16B. White. Pinch runner. We're going to see that for Staub. Cash at the plate. Jerry White on second base. 3-3 ball game. Ed Glenn with the pitch. 5-7 strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. So they tie it up. Mets, we go back to the bottom of the ninth, and the Mets are going to have to get a run across to end this now. Woody Fryman is set to go. And they are going to be facing the pitcher's position. That's got to be it for Ed Glenn. It's got to be. We'll just figure out what's going to happen. There's no other way around it. Who's going to come in and bat? We're going to see... now we're going to see Ed Kranepool. Alright, so... Ed Kranepool. Pinch hit. He is an 8E. See if he's able to do what Rusty Staub was not. Woody Fryman. Got to take that timeout real quick. Run for the Expos in the top of the ninth. Score is 3-3. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and it's Ed Kranepool, Gil Flores, and Frank Taveras. Woody Fryman stays on the hill for the Expos, which he came in there. Okay. Gotcha. He's 6'1". Yes, cool. All right. Here we go. Kranepool. 3-8. Fly ball to right field. That one is hit to Ellis Valentine, and that is out number 1. Gil Flores at the plate. Fryman is set. 3-10. And that's a triple to the corner for Gil Flores. He had a triple. I made sure there was one on there. Triple for Flores, 90 feet away. Frank Taveras at the plate. Woody Fryman. Here's the pitch to Taveras. 2-6. Fly ball to left field. This one is back. It is deep. It is being chased back there by Warren Cromartie. Makes the catch. Flores tags up and scores. And the Mets win in the bottom of the ninth by a score of 4-3. Oh my goodness, that was ugly, but that was awesome. That was ugly. That was awesome. That was ugly. That was awesome. Race for the battery. That's what that was. Man, well done, gentlemen. Yeah, so I can clean this one up later. I had to clean up the first one because I was playing. Guys, there you go, double header. This final one, once I make the adjustment on here and on the score sheet, 1, they just kept scoring runs and run for run. Mets scored 1 in, Expos scored 1 in the top of the 6th on a solo shot by Tony Perez. Mets scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Lee Mazzilli singled in Flores, and Stearns smacked one to the left to allow Chapman to score. Expos scored 1 in the top of the 8th. Cash reached on a single, got around due to an error by third baseman John Stearns, and he was sac flied in by Perez. Mets score 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Leadoff solo shot by Lee Mazzilli. Expos score 1 top in the 9th. Rodney Scott gets on by an error by Lee Mazzilli, and he's driven home by Rusty Staub. Bottom of the 9th with 1 out. Gil Flores triples, and he's driven in on the next at bat by Frank Taveras for a 4-3 score. Your final 4-3 Mets split the twin bill despite 4 errors. They had 2 in the regular game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 hits for the Expos. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for the Mets. So there is your final line right there. As you can see, let's go ahead and add it to the screen real quick. That is there, and 9. So there is your final line right there on the screen for Game 2. Montreal loses this one to the Mets and Shea 4-3. Mets 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 errors. Montreal 6 hits, 3 runs, no errors. Guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Chris with Tabletop Sports Delaware, bringing you this doubleheader along the way for the 1979 NL East Chase. Next, we're going to have the Pirates and the Phillies, another doubleheader, another makeup day. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and keep on rolling.